Hey, hi, how's it going? We have a quick project that we're going to do. Brent is mostly going to do. We're gonna build a quick little table. Hopefully it's quick. I have an inspiration for this table, and we're taking a lot of inspiration from this Pinterest photo that I found. And I need this table to go kind of on our wall, like into the house. Let me just show you. So I want it for this wall for a little while. We're hosting some friends over, and I would like to have it so that the table is on this wall just under the window, and then I can fill it up with snacks and do charcuterie, and all of the little treats and things can go on the table on this ledge. So we're gonna build it so it's kind of the depth of the ledge, and then when we're done with it, I want it to go here behind the sofa when the curtains come down. Hopefully in the next couple weeks I can get this down, and we can start working on the lattice, and then we can make it so that this space is not just curtains. But we do need the curtains, because if they're not there, you can't even sit here because it just cooks with the sun. So we do have to have shade here. Like if we don't have these curtains here, the entire couch is in full sun. So we do have to have some type of protection. So we're going to build a lattice thing to go here that's going to go to the depth of the couch, and then there will be curtains behind the lattice, so it'll kind of mask them a little bit. And then I'm planning on growing something over the lattice, and then we'll have a little console table to go right here. We went and picked up all of the lumber yesterday, and we spent like $175 on lumber. It was ridiculous, but we did get some really nice pieces for the tops and for the legs. So yeah, expensive. And then Brent has our makeshift chopped solid table. So probably not the best decision, but it is what it is. It is full, like corrugated, so it's like super sturdy. It's a very, very, very strong box. These boxes came from Heidi in Michigan. Her business is called Garden Crossings, and she's also on YouTube. And every plant that she shipped out came out beautifully, and I blame her shipping for her boxes. It's top notch, very strong boxes. I even sat on them. So we're gonna build this table really quick. I don't have this is not gonna be a comprehensive guide, because we're just literally looking at a picture, and then we're just kind of like cutting the pieces as we go. We didn't buy plans. We're not making plans. This is how Brent and I work. We just build things to fit our needs, our specs, and we don't take measurements unless we have to do it. we should not have done that when we did that. We should have waited till like right now to get that built. The table turned out so good. So much better than I thought it was going to turn out, if we're being completely honest. I was a little nervous, especially because of how expensive all this was. I was a little worried that it wasn't going to be as beautiful. Let me show you. So this will eventually be the forever home of this table. This will kind of be what you see when you walk in. And then imagine all of this being a lattice right here to kind of right, actually just below where the table is. So they'll kind of just like meld together beautifully. Of course, I already threw a plant on it because that's who I am as a person. But isn't this so pretty? We routed the edge. So the edge has this like little detail to it. It's so nice. It comes all the way down and around to the corner like this. Perfect. And then the end, we did these little slats because I do want to do some like, I think I want to do like a trio of pots down there. And then we routed the edges of this. It did tear it up just a little bit, but it's okay. It's not the end of the world, but it's so pretty. We were a little nervous. We weren't sure that this was going to be able to do it because it's all these like little individual pieces, but it did it so beautifully. So somebody's riding quads or dirt bikes through the neighborhood. We live in the middle of nowhere. Now I do plan on either painting it or staining it. That's not happening today, I can tell you right now. If I stain it, I'm going to use the same stain that we used on the gate. If I paint it, I'm going to use the paint color that I want to use on the fence. The one that I've already used down there, called Soft Pelican. It's just kind of a really rich, creamy color. And I really like that. It's very like soft and warm. And I think that's just so good. It is so pretty. I'm so happy to have this here. I think that'll be a really nice way to enter into the back garden, especially with that lattice. Whenever we get that done, don't hold your breath on that, okay? It won't go well. But I love it. I'm very excited to use it. We're using it for a couple friends that are coming over, and this will just be full of food, and it'll be perfect. That's actually really good timing because we're having some friends come over around 5:30. It's about 6 o'clock now, so I could actually probably keep the table right here and have it be when you first enter. There's just like snacks and drinks right here. But I'm in love with this table, and I think I want to grow ivy on the gazebo. I'm a sucker for ivy, okay? I just think it is so magical, so whimsical, very cottagey. And I was thinking a really big container right here and having it grow up here and then across the lattice would be so pretty whenever I get to that project. So anyways, we're gonna end the day with a little bit of planting because I have a lot of plants that still need to get in the ground. These guys have been going all day long, so you're gonna just hear them, and I'm sorry about that. So last thing we're going to do today is plant up some begonias. These are Double Delight apple blossom begonias. They get 18 to 14 inches. It says full to part sun. I've never grown begonias well, so we'll see how these go. I have grown the Surefire variety of begonias, and those have always done really well. So I don't know how the Double Delight begonias do. These ones are going to get about 14 inches tall, 8 to 14 inches tall, and they are an annual except in zones 9B and above. And watering, it says normal and regular fertilizing is best, which is great because where these are going to go is next to my coleus that I just planted the other day. And the coleus this year, I'm going to have those be on our fertilizer Fridays. This is what they look like. They're really pretty. Honestly, anything that says apple blossom, I'm a total sucker for, and I will just buy it just for the name apple blossom. This is like a really pretty, like pinky yellow color. And it looks like some of them are double, some of them are not double. This will be my first time growing it. I'm very excited about it. And I have 6 of them. I thought I only had 5. Is this the same one? No, that is Double Delight. Yes, I only have 5 of these guys. So 5 of these begonias right here. What is this one? Oh, that's one that I have over there. Totally different. Totally different begonia. Anyways, 5 of these, I think that'll be perfect. I also really like the leaf structure on these ones a lot. I think the leaf structure itself is pretty interesting. And then you can see some of the blooms that are starting to form. Okay, there's a lot of white specks on it. It's all the sawdust. And I think that these are gonna be really pretty. Low growing by the greenhouse, which is exactly what I want for this area. Oh my gosh. Turns out I need to water my sun patiens. Holy cow. That's not great at all. Okay, so we gotta water those ones, and we need to water those ones, apparently. It was really hot today. I'm gonna do that really quick, but these begonias, I'm gonna just place them on the ground, and they're gonna go right here in front of the coleus. So there's gonna be a lot of color in this bed. Greens, reds, pinks, dark greens, yellows, just all, I just want more color in the garden. That's what we're going for. Ooh. Where do we line the front of this bed? Interesting. I kind of want to line the front of this bed. Those are going to be so pretty there. It's funny, they're like almost the same color as the soil right now, so they kind of disappear. Once they get some size to them, they will be really pretty. I think that'll be a really sweet way to like have the border like lined with those. I did try them over here with the coleus, and I did not like that. There wasn't enough of them, and I feel like it was gonna kind of be like a weird little mound of them. So I think what I need to do is I need to go in with something here, and then something really low growing to line the whole front of this. I think that's what needs to happen for this. Like maybe like 3 things here, and then like 10 things here. Actually, alyssum might be really pretty there, because I was thinking alyssum here, and I could just line this entire thing with alyssum. That would be kind of fun, kind of pretty. Anyways, I'm happy with that. And now I need to find something to go behind these guys here. Something not super high growing, because I still want to be able to see everything that's tucked in back there, but I love that. So Brent got irrigation ran to all of these guys, so these should do a lot better. I need to come in with some mulch so I can get all of the spaghetti tubing covered, but there's a decent amount of water here now, so everybody should be relatively happy and no more issues. He got water on this side, and then he ran some water over on this side. He ran individual emitters to these two right here, just a little extra, actually to all three it looks like he did. So everybody's got just a little extra water. No more sad people. And that was a very productive day in the garden. We got the table built. So good. So impressed with that. Sorry we don't have plans for it. We just kind of just literally just cut the pieces as we see fit, as we kind of need them. Like we measured the back of the couch and it's like, I think I want it like an inch taller than the back of the couch. So that's what we cut it to. And the length was to a specific size that we needed. Anyways, this is where we say goodbye. I hope that you enjoyed the video. I enjoyed the video, especially once it cooled down a little bit because it was a little warm. Thank you so much for visiting our garden. We'll see you in the next one. I would show you Freya, but she's behind you. Hi guys. She heard me say goodbye. Okay, we can go. Let's go. Inside we go.